Hello everyone, Legendary Legend here. Welcome to a new video, and we're back on the kitchen table. And here, as you can see, I have some Transformers here. And yeah, this is my very first combiner. As of the time of this recording yesterday, I got Inferno, a Autobot who turns into a torso, and now I can make a combiner. And so I'm going to be talking about that today. Now, as you probably noticed, the only figure here I actually reviewed is Blackwing here, and that is because for you saw, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen these guys, Blot and Cutthroat, the Terracons, and I just never got around to reviewing them. As for Jazz, I think this similar thing happened, but then he also kind of broke on me, and I haven't been able to fix them. So yeah. And as for Inferno here himself, I've just kind of decided to take a break from reviewing Transformers for a while. I will get back to it eventually. I just want to focus on some other content. I've also been taking a break on the Fortnite gameplays to also do the same thing, just kind of do other content. But I will get back to both things eventually. So anyway, yeah, so I have them here uncombined right now, just so, you know, just in case there's anyone watching this that's not entirely sure on how these things go together, and I'm going to be showing that. So yeah, the torsos will come with the combiner feet, and then the limbs come with the hands. And so you kind of want to put those primers together to make this. The hands are just gonna help with the balance, because the feet by themselves, they're not the best at balancing. I mean, it worked for me before I figured it out, but it does help. And if you're wondering why I have this purple piece in Blackwing's primer, that's because I kind of lost the part that actually goes in here for Blackwing, so I'm using Blot instead. And the only reason that works is every torso comes with an Enigma combination, and being that Blot is the right arm and I am right-handed, I just put the primer, or why can't I speak English today? Well, I put the Enigma combination in here, so it fits quite nicely. And so yeah, so let's get to combining. So we have Inferno, and he's kind of leaning forward because he wasn't balancing, so I'm just going to straighten him out real quick. That should be good. And so here are the little holes. You can see that there's a lot of red. Yeah, they're just going to slide in. See the grooves. There's also these little things to slide in, and so he just slides in like so. You will click in. You have one leg. Do the same with Jazz. You have another leg, and yeah, this is a big figure. Raise the camera. Where is it? There we go. The arms will slide in from the top. So taking Blot here, have another same thing right there, just different position. And just there you go. Then do the same with Cutthroat. And here you go. You have a combiner. I also have, oh no, what's his name again? Inferno's weapons. They also fit, they scale well with the combiner. So just put them in his hands. Why is he leaning forward? Lean up, soldier. Stand straight. Straight. There you go. And yeah, let me see if I can get him entirely in frame. Yeah, this is a big figure. Like I said, I'll just put my camera back and just finish him back. And yeah, here is my combiner. I call him Dominator. That's just kind of the only name I can come up with. And I just kind of imagine him being that he's such kind of two Autobots. What I imagine happens with this situation is Inferno is kind of more evilish for a Autobot, and so he just forces the combination upon the 3 Decepticons, and then even Jazz and himself, of course, obviously. And then they form Dominator here, and then because you have like these 5 minds kind of arguing with each other, which usually happens anyway with combiners. He of course is a normal combiner, as he's mentally unstable with all the arguing minds. There you go. And yeah, so kind of a good guy, or no, not really. So Dominator here, I imagine, is not an Autobot or Decepticon. He just kind of on his own alliance. He's just kind of his own alliance. And yeah, and he is pretty big. Just to show you how big he is, I have Moonracer here. XT, and I actually never quite saw how big he was compared to, well, a figure of her size. I only saw his size comparison to my Siege, my Leader Class Siege Megatron Optimus Prime. He was still a lot bigger than. So yeah, let me just not tell you. So yeah, he's a lot taller than her. And here is Prime Master Vector Prime. Another size comparison. And of course, he's basically human-sized. Or maybe at this scale, it'd probably be a more normal-ish size for someone that'd be a human. Not really, but yeah. And since he's a Prime Master and he has Prime Master armor all over him, you can just form him up and add him on. And I'd put him in Cutthroat's hand here, except Cutthroat's Prime armor, for some reason, at least for mine specifically, at least for me specifically, I hope no one else sees with this, Cutthroat's Prime Master armor can't hold anything. So yeah, so what I do is I just put him in Lot's armor, and now you can time travel and maybe control time. I don't remember what Vector Prime allows him to do. Yeah, I guess it's time to move on to articulation. Oops. So anyway, for articulation, his leg can move out. Whoops, did not expect that to happen. Don't know. Oh, I see. I moved it too far. So, only move out that far, not really much. Arms can almost T-pose, but just because of Blood's design, oh, I guess he can do a T-pose. So on Tuesdays, I'm gonna have to do that. See, arms can go out all the way. Oops. Legs, yeah, that far. There are tilts in the ankle. Knees bend like that far. If you come forward a bit, depending on the figure, arms can go all the way around. Legs can do the same. Rotate the wrist, and give an elbow bend. And the head is on a swivel. There's also a bicep swivel. Whoops. This is one of the downsides slash flaws of the Infernal figure, that if you're not at least a little careful, you will end up using his actual joints. You'll end up using his joints instead of Dominator's joints or your combiner's joints. And so you have to be careful about that. Now, of course, you can interchange the limbs however you see fit. You know, you can switch the arms around, switch the legs around. You can switch arms and legs just the way that the limbs are made. Also, here's a close look at that Enigma. There's a good light on that. So yeah, just kind of a hollow Prime Master, Titan Master. I don't know if you can see in there with a lot of black. There's not much to see. And so yeah. And that's, I guess, is pretty much it for Dominator here, my combiner. Just kind of wanted to just show that off since I can make a combiner now. That was exciting for me to finally be able to do that. And so I think that's it for this video. I mean, don't forget to like and share this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested, I have a playlist of all my previous videos. I'll put a link either in the description or the comment section, one of those two. I also have a playlist of insane videos I've seen if you're interested in that. Link will also be down somewhere. And this has been Legendary Legend. I'll see you guys next time. Also follow me on Instagram, please.